Today we're making pasta. Every country has a form of pasta. Pasta can be very comforting and very warm. You can make a light pasta, you can make a hearty pasta. It's very versatile. We all look forward to having that stringy, saucy richness on the ends of our forks just to shovel it in and absorb all of that comfort. And what says comfort more than having all that saucy goodness on a paper plate? I decided to make pasta from scratch, so in front of me I have 2 cups of flour, 6 egg yolks, 2 full eggs, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of olive oil. I began to make a well for my eggs, and I mixed my olive oil, eggs, and salt all together. I lightly beat them, not to where they have bubbles, but just to where they're well mixed, and then I poured them into my well. I start pulling flour from the edges into the middle of my well and just start incorporating those two together. You always want to make sure your well is bigger than you think it should be because you might have spillage, and it's okay, but you just want to make sure you have all those eggs in there. Pretty soon you'll end up with a ball like this. Your dough needs to be kneaded for 7 to 10 minutes. A lot of people don't knead it long enough and they have issues with the dough. One way you could check is if you put your finger in the middle and it bounces back, then it's perfect. Put the dough aside and let it rest for 30 to 60 minutes. In the meantime, you can boil your water. Now that my dough is all rested, I'm going to cut it into smaller portions so it's easier to roll out. To roll out my dough, I put a little more flour on the cutting board and on my rolling pin so it doesn't stick. The saying goes, you want your pasta to be so thin that you could read a love letter through it. So until it's almost see-through, just keep rolling it out. Cutting your pasta into thin strips can be a bit difficult, so if you fold it over a few times and then cut it, it's a lot easier. Then you just kind of shake it out, put it in a pile, and wait for it to boil. In your boiling water, you'll want to put a little bit of olive oil so your noodles do not stick, and you'll want to put a little bit of salt for taste. Toss your noodles into the water and let them cook for about a minute. Then taste them to see if they have that al dente bite. Once you're happy with the way that your noodles came out, then you can drain them and put them to the side. Now it's time to work on our sauce. Here I have a pound of Italian sausage, and I'm just going to brown it over medium-high. Once it's nice and brown, I'll add 2 cloves of garlic minced. Then I'll add a cup of chicken stock, a cup of heavy cream, a few basil leaves, and 1 lemon juiced. Once that's simmered for a few minutes, I'll put in my spinach and my sun-dried tomatoes and then just let it cook all together. My pasta now goes into my sauce. I move it around a little bit, let it cook, and then it's ready to serve. When ready to serve, add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese and a slice of bread. There you have it, your homemade pasta.